Welcome back to Yin Yang TK, everyone, and today we're going to be watching Rurouni Kenshin episode 18. So we're going to go straight to the anime because there's been a lot of awesome Rurouni Kenshin episodes so far. And what will this episode have in store for us? Let's sit back and watch. So make sure you sync the time of the anime with the time that you see on the bottom left hand on your screen. And let's go for it, guys. Let's watch it together. So it looks like we're seeing that Sanosuke, age 19. He's 19 years old. I thought he was older, and it says bad. Born in 1860 as the oldest son of the farmer Shinsu. Basically ran away from home to join Sekiho Army at the age of 9. Considers and admires their captain, Sagara. Right. A group that was giving, oh yeah, he got beheaded. They actually showed it. And then he moved to Tokyo, where he became a fighter for hire, Zanza. Became famous. He wanted to defeat Kenshin. Since his defeat, he often heads to the Kaimiya dojo. He's currently leisurely life as a vagabond. He got mad on the intro guy. Can you blame the guy? I don't think so. I don't think you can blame him. He just was being honest about like Sansa. He was basically Sano, come on, bro. Sano, you're basically living the leisurely life, right? You're mooching out of Miss Kaoru. You also haven't paid your tab to the restaurant, and you like to gamble a lot, and you like to fight. So, and one of your good friends is Batosai the Manslayer, or Kenshin, because you can kind of separate Batosai and Kenshin. Kenshin himself is basically he's the wanderer. He's the Rurouni, the one that just wanders a lot. And right now he is, he just wants to have a peaceful life, but it's getting harder and harder because more and more these situations are happening where, Kenshin has to display a little bit of his, killer instinct per se, because there's certain people that just push him over the edge. And we're gonna get to that point. I feel like the end of season 1 for this Rurouni Kenshin, we're gonna see another Kenshin that a lot of us haven't seen before, and I think we're gonna go back to the time when he was during the Bushin Wars, the War of the States. So it's gonna be freaking awesome. But today I think they're just gonna focus on Sano. So let's see, episode 18, Sanosuke and the Nishiki paintings. Back to the restaurant. There's a new shipment today. Nishiki is drawn by a popular artist, so it sells out quickly. And I just can't leave for work all day today. Oh, the waitress. So you want me to go buy it for you? Can I ask you for that? You can ask Yahiko. I'm working, you too, you idiot. I'm working. Oh yeah, this is why vagabonds are vagabonds. Oh well, I guess I'll run an errand for you. You give me free meals all the time after all. They aren't free meals. Everything you've eaten now is still on the tab. Don't worry about the details. So which artist do you want? Like, well, from the artist. Swordsman Hichiko Iba. Sunsan, okay. Oh, he's a handsome swordsman. The most popular, the one-arm Ichiban, right? Huh? So what happened? She? No, it's nothing. Oh, the lady wants to say something? You could have to say something. Come on, little girl. What do you want to say? No. I see. So 2 copies of that painting. Okay. Oh, that's what yeah. Gotta hand it to Sano. He's really the man. Really now. If he can only properly pay up his tab. That's true, but he doesn't pay. He's mellowed out Sano. He used to be Zanza, how awesome he was. He would be smiling, but he wasn't satisfied at the bottom of his heart. Oh, he's remembering. He was like a bomb ready to go off. Well, yeah, back then when he met Kenshin, he was always glaring. But maybe he came to peace about something. Nishiki paintings. Back during the Edo period, actors and scenery were the convention. But once the Meiji era rolled around, many of other things were drawn as well, making it more generalized in pop culture. Okay, in modern day, they serve as important references. They convey the Meiji culture and customs. Okay. Nishiki paintings, okay. Oh, there's Kenshin and Kaoru. Nishiki paintings, that's unusual. Perhaps one of the beautiful lady? Nope. Perhaps an erotic one? Oh, of course not. Tay told me to ask to get one. Oh, dude. Hey, Kenshin, how do you know that? 2 copies of that. Oh, the one-armed swordsman. Those are the last 2. Art is very popular. They sell real quickly. Okay. Total of 10 cents. I don't have any money. Could you lend me some? Sheesh. Oh my god, it's like 10 of them. And the Nishiki paintings, there are many kinds. A lot of them were from the Bakatsu era. And the Revolution too. That's right, those are the Revolutionary Warriors, our Imperial Army folks. Well as souvenirs from Tokyo. Shogunate guys as Ichiban are popular among the Edo locals. Oh wait, what happened? Oh, Sano? This is Captain Sagara. Really, from him? All that. I was also drawn by Susan. It doesn't sell at all though. But he's always drawn that guy, even though he was the boss of the fake Imperial Army. Oh, Sano, come on, man. Sun-san, is it someone? So Kika? Where is this guy? We're always like, where is this guy? Oh. Where's the Sun-san guy? I guess he wants to know. He's in on the next door, but the guy hates people. You won't be able to see him. Oh, I will. Oh, but he didn't get the paintings though, right? He won't refuse them. So Sano's gonna go there? Sukoika? Mr. Sukoika. Sukoika? Sukoika? I think that's the way you pronounce it. I know you're there. I remember Sukoika. Oh, I knew it. So you really did drew this. Sanosuke, how did you? Oh, so it's someone that he knows? It's always when I saw this right next to. Oh, that's Sanosuke right there. His old self and it's him. One is holding a rifle and the other one maybe like a sword. There's only one guy that knows how to draw that. Oh, I see. So the artist was also the surviving member of the Sekiho Army. Let's go home, Miss Kaoru. Sano was acting very strangely, so we decided to follow him. There aren't really issues in hand. Okay. The word bad, one bad shows. Okay. A special memory for Sano because of that character that he has bad right there. Outsiders are unwanted in the world of memories. Yeah. So even Kenshin says like, yeah, you gotta let them, do their thing. And I guess he's a painting, but still, I don't think you ended up being an artist. Came to think of it, you always were skillful. Whether it's a hard to handle guns or blending gunpowder, you held things so easily. So what exactly do you do nowadays? Vagabond. Having fun on my own way. I see. So he put his sake. So you're having a fun life? I haven't experienced any fun at all in the past 10 years. I spent the last 10 years holding a grudge against those that tarnished the name of Captain Sagara and us in the Sekiho Army. You've gotten even more glum than 10 years ago. You still don't have any friends at all. But well, I know that feeling all too well. It's hard. I didn't think I would reunite to you. Maybe this is a guidance upon captains from the heavens. He's kind of looking a little weird, that guy. Katsu. Sanosuke, why don't I recreate the Sekiho Army once again? Let's crush the revolutionary government that framed us and bring reality to the new era of Captain Sagara sought. So what is he thinking there? And Sanosuke is like, okay, there's something weird about him. He's been having this, like, just this anger. So I guess Katsu, we'll call him Katsu because it's just easier to remember. A new era for true equality. That's what the captain dreamed of. I'm going to crush the Meiji government in that way. Don't tell me you don't remember the recent Sinian War, because you were drawing the whole time. Kagoshima, where the Saigo raised his troops. No matter how much we fought down there, it was all in vain. My target is the center of Japan. By that I mean the prefecture of Tokyo. The Home Ministry oversees all the domestic affairs. First off, we completely shut down its operation. I like to crush the army, navy, and the treasury all at the same time as well. I can't do that alone. Alone? I don't trust anyone else. I've been proceeding with this all by myself. Even though I'm alone, I still got these. Look at them, Sano. I made it with the knowledge of firearms I gained from the Sekiho Army. They're bombs, like little mini bombs right there. I was cautious of not telling these were traced back to me. It took me years to make these. I'm pretty confident about them. They explode and ignite fires efficiently. I can blow up the mysteries one after another. And basically, all the samurai and everyone that are rotting, the covering government is exhausted from the Sinian War. They won't stand a chance. From there, I'll just need to wait for the avalanche to collapse everything. And after, I'll construct an era where the 4 classes are truly equal. I clear the names of the Sekiho Army and its captain. I wonder if Sano's gonna do that. It's like Sunday night. He's gonna do it. Sano, I don't mean to force this upon you, but I want to go it alone. But he doesn't want to do it alone. I would like to think about it until sunset. Like, he wants him to go with him. It's like, he thought he was gonna do it alone, but now that he has Sano, it's like, I want you to go with me, and then let me know your answer. It's impossible. Even if they're exhausted from the Sinian War, the Meiji government isn't so weak. It would waver from the explosion and sporadic riots. It only for 10 years been thinking about clearing the name of the captain. He can't see the present. So what is Sano gonna do? That's a friend. 10 years, huh? And he says, damn it. So the wind is blowing. It's already spring, but the wind is sure is cold. And I guess the painter right there / bomb maker, Sano? Oh, he's the painting of Captain Sagara. And he still remembers the captain. Oh, he's going from the backflash. It's fixed. Oh, he fixed his gun. Oh, when he was a child. When you're dealing with guns, make sure to call everyone. Don't take them out without permission. But you hit this as well with a warp barrel. That's some skill. I'm weak at swordsmanship and physical strength. This is the least I can do. Not promising, but you don't need to do that. Kashiro, you guys should study hard. Study, you say? The days of the swords and guns will end soon. The next era will be the wits and knowledge. Those are your days. Meet more people, broaden your horizon. I'm letting you guys tag along for that reason. But he's like, we're protecting you, Captain. I don't intend on surviving by using you guys as my shield. Kashiro and you and Sanosuke need to protect each other. Help each other and head into the future. When it's time to change, so will the Sekiho Army. You guys will create the new Sekiho Army. I guess it's a bit too difficult right now. But someday you'll understand what I'm talking about. The Sekiho Army. And it's like, I guess he's like still beating himself that he couldn't protect the captain. But he wants this revenge. My battle that I have poured 10 years into. The Sekiho Army. So now what is Sano's gonna do? Sano said, I was an old friend of yours, right, Sano? Those were awkward surprised faces that you got there. Oh my god. To celebrate the reunion, I thought of having a big party. Can we use the dojo tonight? I don't mind, but where are you gonna get the money for the big old party? You got a leech from us again, aren't you? Kaoru was like very thorough about that. But I think like I was surprised that they're like, oh, you actually have a friend, Sano, that we didn't know about. Invite Tay and the little girl too. I'm pretty sure they'll be happy about it. Strange. It's all too strange. Maybe Sanosuke is sick somewhere, right? She's shaking like, calm down. Calm down, Miss Kaoru. And she is shaking Kenshin, but even Kenshin's like, this is weird. Why is Sano like changing his demeanor a little bit? So there's sake right there. There's some sushi, there's some food, old friends. Okay. Not too bad. But let's get to it. Leave the money a bit to me. You meant that you were going to leech off on Mr. Sansan? It's not a big deal, right? I don't care. I'm feeling sorry that we tagged along for this reason. It's not a big deal. Well, if that's the case. Oh, look at Miss Megumi. She's here. I'm sorry, It's alright now, right? It's okay with you, Mr. Sano, then we're okay. I guess they haven't forgiven her? But you just love gambling, kids smiling, and women. Oh, Yoita. So when you feel it up to it, please visit his grave. She already did. Huh? And she's like, oh, I'm sorry because of the opium, remember? And I guess they want to see if she wants to forgive, she wants to say sorry so they can forgive her. You're treating us? This is the first. Don't worry about the details. Just drink and make some noise until you collapse. And I guess those guys are actually forgiving Miss Megumi right now. Oh, you see Tay, she's gonna drink. Yahiko eating, pigging out. And then you see Kenshin drinking his little sake. Then Sano's drinking too. I didn't know Miss Sansan was a childhood friend of Mr. Sano. What kind of kid was Mr. Sano? What kind? What is it? Not that different. Reckless, heading into things without putting much thought into it. Man, that's like so Mr. Sano. Once he riots, he gets out of hand. He's quite an explosive guy. Oh, just like I thought. You got caught. But when push comes to shove, he was a reliable guy. That's true. All right. He's all like shy. Oh, look. He actually drew the waitresses right there, a family heirloom. Oh, that's adorable. No need for thanks. You should get yourself drawn, Mr. Sano. No thanks. He drew tons of me when I was a kid. I usually had a wound or a lump or a bruise. How pathetic. That's because you were running around all the time. That's so Mr. Sano. What about Mr. Homura? Oh no, It's fine, he can draw you. Okay, oh no, he's like, oh no, alright, so... Oh, he's gonna... How do you know Sanosuke? Just a friend that he is. It all started with a slight scuffle. I heard you were a Rurouni. What were you doing previously? I was over towards the west that I was. Kyoto? Yeah, oh, I think he's kind of like interrogating him. Are you one of the revolutionary warriors? Oh, hey. That's right, that I was. Oh, so this is like tension, I see. This is the first time I've drawn an imperialist who's right in front of me. Former, that is. I'm just a Rurouni now, that I am. Is that really so? Oh, it's like kind of like interrogation. I'm done. Oh, no eyes. Oh, man with no face. I draw what I see. And I can't see this, man. I can't see the face behind that smile that lies beyond that scar. I wonder if that makes me think like Kenshin has a lot more hiding. Well, as long as you have this, you can tell me that you can. He's kind of making like a little joke right there. But I think he's like more perceptive of Kenshin because he's like, that smile that he has is not genuine. He's hiding something. I'll fully wear Mr. Sano. See you again tomorrow. So I wonder why he put a party right there. All right, so you see the waitresses are up. Miss Megumi is sleeping. Miss Kano is sleeping, Yahiko is sleeping, and then you see Kenshin. It's like, well, I guess it's about time we head out. This was your last supper, huh? I hope you enjoyed it to your heart's content. No, not really. I wasn't at the party held for that reason. Both Akibo and Misty gave me quite a bit of food. So this is just saying thanks. Sake, Shu, and Jin were, you know, while I was at it. What about you? Did you have any fun? Nope, not at all. You seem really have been talking quite a bit. Oh my gosh. Is it really alright, Sanosuke? Idiot. I don't have a stingy personality. Talking to his old friend right there, Sano. You chose the Sekiho Army over the present. It's something I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Let's hurry. If we dilly-dally, the sun will rise. Alright. I guess he's actually gonna go for it. Oh, he's saying sorry, guys. I won't ask you to understand, but the Sekiho Army really is special to me. Kenshin, the next time I see you, it'll be a felon for a grievous crime. Oh, I'll be a felon. I don't mind at all if you slay me with that Sagubatu. Oh, really? But is Kenshin really sleeping? I don't think so. No, he's awake. Oh, he's awake. Yeah, he's pretending to be asleep. And now those guys are gonna go to the actual building and they're gonna like basically become little terrorists in freaking Meiji Japan. Oh, and that's it. Oh, they just finished it. And I don't think we're gonna actually see a post-credit scene. I think we actually left a cliffhanger right there. So what do I think about this episode? Well, it's interesting to see that Sano is still the typical Sano, that he is very he does things first and doesn't think before he leaps. He doesn't think before he takes actions. He just goes with it, and he'll just wing it as he goes along. But he has a huge tab that he hasn't paid for. And then the Missy and then Tay, basically, oh no, Tay is, I guess, is the waitress, right? Miss Tay, and she asked for like a painting, and then also the little girl that's also the waitress is asking for the same painting, sees the painting and sees one of the paintings from the artist, and it actually showed Captain Sagara, which was his kind of like his adopted dad during the Revolutionary War. And right next to him, you see these two boys right there, and one of the boys is actually Sano when he was, you know, fighting like about 10 years ago. So he was 9 years old, right? Hence why he's 19 right now. So he now, let's see, it's like next episode, Sun and Nishiki paintings. Okay, so that's going to be the next episode. But as I go along, it's very curious to see that Sano was, you know, deeply moved by the painting, and he knew exactly, you know, just, I think the painter's name, he didn't want to give an official name. I think he just gave like an author's or a pen name kind of thing, like an artist name, and he knew who he's talking about. It's like, because only one person knew. He knew, like, the minute he saw a drawing of himself when he was 9 years old, it's like, yeah, I know who it is. It's my buddy right there. But he sees that Sano has been growing in a much better environment than he has, because for him, the painter, you know, he hasn't actually grown at all. He's been just, you know, bitter a little bit, and you could totally see it in his demeanor that he has this thirst for revenge, because he believes that that would actually you know, make the captain better. So I remember his name, Katsu, right? So Katsu, Sanosuke's childhood friend from the Revolutionary, or from the Sekiho Army, Senkiku Army, I should say. He wants to basically destroy the actual government that is happening in the Meiji era, because he still is mad that they brand Captain Sagara as a traitor, as a fake army that was stealing money from, you know, the villages, and they basically put blame on him for all the wrongdoings, and the government that is in now make them scapegoats and killed them off because they couldn't promise to pay them and promise, keep the promises that they, made to that army. So he's still deeply hurt, and you can kind of see the contrast of how Sano and Katsu were growing up. Sano has Kenshin, kind of like almost like a big brother type of thing, making him sure that he follows a good path. And he had other people too, telling him like, this is a new era and you gotta have to grow with it, right? And that not every imperialist is an evil person. Like, you look at Kenshin, for example. He was part of the revolutionary. He was a revolutionary warrior, but he is now a wanderer, and he's not, he did not accept any type of money. He didn't accept any type of high level or high status, position as a general, as a mayor, or any type of political figure. He didn't want any of that because he knew that a lot of those samurais, kind of lied to themselves, and they're not doing what they promised. That a lot of them are now being corrupted, and they're not actually fulfilling the promise that they initially they wanted to accomplish, in which everyone would have an equal footing. Like, there would be a democracy, right? But at the same time, Sanosuke has that, I guess, that loyalty towards the Sekiho Army, and he couldn't say no to a friend, and so the friend pops out of nowhere and saying, "I have this division. Look, I've been building all these bombs for the next 10 years, and I want to destroy the Meiji government, and with your help, we can make it happen, and we could actually make the Sekiho Army, bring back life to it, and we could basically rebuild that army again and clear the captain's name, and we can finally have the equality that we promised, and we can go forward." But Sanosuke says, like, the Meiji government is not that weak. Even if you blow up their main building in Tokyo and blow up like their official building and their navy, the army, it's a lot of Japan right now, it's unified, so it'll be very hard. But I think Sanosuke couldn't say no to a childhood friend because he knew that he was under that path as well, that he just wanted to basically destroy any imperialists that he could see right in front of him, right? So he kind of thought, what, I have to go with him, even though he knows it's wrong. But he says, the army and the Captain Sagara gave him the best years of his life in an early age, taught him how to fight, taught him how to survive, taught him how to become a fighter, right? It's like his family right there. So he decided to make this banquet, and then he is kind of saying like his ultimate goodbye. And you can kind of tell that Kenshin was like, "Yeah, you went to see an old friend. Yeah, but there's something odd. Like, your behavior is odd. It's not the same Sano that we know." And talking to the friend that's a painter that wanted to draw Kenshin, he didn't draw any face because I think even Katsu saw that Kenshin is like, "I cannot draw what I can't see," right? And he kind of put it in an underline that maybe Kenshin is not actually happy. He's not. Maybe he's doing like a fake smile. It's almost like wearing a mask, so people don't actually see how you're feeling, right? It's almost like a shield, and it's to also not let anyone, get too deep into your personality, that people don't know the real you because you're afraid of what you can share, and will they be able to handle the burden that you have? Because Kenshin killed hundreds and hundreds of people. He has that back of his mind that he will always be labeled as a manslayer. That's something that you can never escape. So I think that as a wanderer, it is still taking its toll. He's adjusting a little bit. He is strong, but I think he still hasn't fully accepted, moving on, that this is the right time to move on, right? Because he could say that he could save people, but can he save himself, right? So at the end of the party, everything was good. I like the part where Megumi was actually asking for forgiveness to the friends, and Sano says, "Yeah, just forgive her now. She actually visited my friend's grave, and she's not a bad person anymore. She wasn't in that position to refuse, and she was forced to it, and now she's a doctor and she's saving lives." So I guess the friends finally accepted that apology, and now, you know, they can move on from now. But now, Sano and Katsu are now in front of the building, and they're about to attack it. But Kenshin already kind of has a premonition of like something's wrong, and I have to stay awake. So I don't know what's gonna happen in the next episode. I kind of do though, since I read the manga. But I can't wait to see how animated it's gonna be, right? So what about you guys? What did you guys think about today's episode? Write your comments below. If you like the content of this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notifications so you know when future videos are available. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's video. And again, make sure you catch me next week to see what's gonna happen with Sano and Katsu are about to attack the, you know, the building of Ministry of Japan. Will their plans succeed into overthrowing the Meiji government and destroying it and revitalizing the old army that was basically tarnished, and actually you know, make the promise to Captain Sagara? Or will Kenshin have something to say about that? Find out next week. All right, so again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and again, stay awesome.